and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Third down and 12. Looking to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country. And at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. No, check, Patriot. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds Tyler Croft. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go. Blue landed.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check down. 81. Hurry up. Here we go. Single slot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now here we go. Check. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. And the Ravens taking the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to air one out. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Second and 10 now. Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he loses the football a second time.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Gotta go. Get wide.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now Wilson on second down. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. On third down, Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. A strong running. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
First down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And oh, he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On second down, Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Over.
They'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back.
And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 58 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Now Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson being chased out left. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. It's a pickup of 21. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Wilson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught. Lockett. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2nd down, just 1 yard to go.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there. Seven yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Second down following the run.
Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And the grab by Croft. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain at 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Wilson now to throw on third down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And they'll go on the ground. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. Play action. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Wilson on second down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Montgomery on the counter. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And brought down. But the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
All right, here we go. Detroit, set, 3-19.
The toss play to Montgomery. Powers through. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play. They've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On second down, here's Wilson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd and 4.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys...